Yo, what's good? Everyday Superpower signing in. Place where we talk body language, we talk human dynamics, we talk attraction, repulsion, game, everything in between, alright? Two links in the description of this video. One of them will take you to my playlist, which is the catalogue of body language. Okay, you'll be able to learn to read people from the upside to the downside, to the left, to the right, to the wherever you want to take it. Second to that, there's a link to the Patreon as to where you will join me in experiencing and watching, observing, and correctly assessing and analyzing real dates. Okay, that's attraction cues, repulsion cues, and game full stop. You'll be able to internalize information to apply in your day to day you'll never ever experience elsewhere. Now, let's move on forwards. All right, let's just try freestyle this one, yeah? Let me have a look at the note I have. Little note I wanted to talk about because I think it's quite interesting. You can take two routes. You can be overt and you can shine. You can shine up and above. You can be the leader, or you can remain low key and you can avoid envy and the weight that is applied when you're shining and when you're in the minds and the eyes of everybody. All right. So there's two paths. One of them is incredibly painful, but it sounds like the dream because we only see these people who are famous and in the limelight and successful, but we don't necessarily see what they have to deal with as far as being put in that position. One of the most heavy elements and aspects is the jealousy and the envy of those around them. Okay? If you're a man, men will hate you. If you're a woman, women will hate you. All right? That's just the way it goes. So you can shine clear, but when you're shining, you shine and expose the dark sides of the people around you. Have you ever done well for yourself, even not momentarily? Let's say, for example, you're chilling with your boys. Yeah, this is a timeless. This is timeless situation. You're with your boys, yeah. You're doing your thing. Either you or somebody else gets a partner, gets a girlfriend. Suddenly they spend less time with the boys, and the boys start hating because they're not in that position. You should be completely understanding now. Don't get me wrong. You shouldn't sell out your fellow man for the sake of a woman, but you should be able to distribute your time and resources to those you love. All right. You're not gonna cut out women from your life for the sake of men. That's a bit gay, isn't it? So. What I'm trying to say and tell you is, are you going to go and make that movement even though it's going to come with a tax? All right? There's always balance. There's always a 50-50. There's a yin and a yang. There's a dark side to every bright side. All right? There's always some sort of detriment. Thing being, you can stay low key and just blend in for the rest of your life and live a very peaceful, comfortable life, yeah? Which is the life I would love to live, but unfortunately, it doesn't work so much as far as making movements and making quick movements and bold movements because we've only got limited time and resource and energy, and so what we need to do has to be like a thunderbolt in the night, all right? So, when you do that, you scare a lot of people. The sheep start to scatter when you are that thunderbolt, all right? Especially if you strike the shepherd in doing so, all right? You see where I'm coming from? So, are you going to be overt? Are you going to find comfort in yourself? Are you going to acknowledge life as a passing moment where it's not going to be remembered? So, you might as well create an experience. You might as well create a theatrical act. You might as well create amazement and character and everything above and beyond whilst you're here, right? People will adore you for that because they will wish they were you. All right, I seen somebody say, people love what you're doing. They just hate that it's you. All right? When you're with a particular social group and you start to elevate and rise above the rest, it's only natural that the next man's going to look at you and, generally speaking, instead of finding inspiration and motivation and asking and inquiring how you're doing it and what they can do to be better, instead they're just going to start hating. All right? Because that's the closed mindset of a lot of people out there. I am telling you that now. So that's some game for you right there. You need to look within. There's no middle ground, there's no halfway. If you're going to make a decision, you want to be bold with it. You need to enter that action with boldness. That's what Robert Greene would say. So would you go forth and do that and create that impact and create that emphasis on the movements and the direction as to which you are heading? All right, have you got a goal? If you've got a goal, you're going to smash that goal. If you want to achieve something, you are going to go forth and achieve it. Do not be meek and do not be subtle, or at least if you're going to be subtle, be so in your own right. Move with the flow in the darkness and through the imperceptive shroud of ease, which is how everybody will perceive it. You don't need to reveal the hard work and effort and so forth you put into things. People will just see the results and wonder how you did it. You will come across as supernatural, magical. Bruh, you see where I'm coming from? You will establish a cult on your behavior because people will start to look at you as if you are something beyond human. People will start to follow you. You will become celebrity. People will start to give you everything of theirs. You will be amazing as far as in the dating circuit, attracting others, creating opportunity, gaining leverage. And it all establishes on momentum. And once you get moving that momentum, and you need to question yourself, what's the life for you? All the women want number one. All the women want the guy who gets the attention. In some ways, whether that negative attention or not, it's all attention. It's all spotlight. It's all acknowledgement. When we as human beings, as a social being we supposed to be, when we don't get no attention or nothing, we wither away like a flower in the dark. We don't reach our full potential. We don't grow. But when we're put in a space as to where we have to perform in order to keep up and act, in order to continue establishing on this momentum, in order to prove our haters wrong, we get working, we get moving. It's an incredible thing. So I'm going to leave you on that one. Are you going to be overt, or are you going to be covert? And in doing so, are you going to allow your actions to be successful and high and mighty and glorious? Or are you going to try and conceal that from the world and just move in silence? Both positions can work within reason, but at some point, if you want to be great, you have to wear the crown and you have to take them arrows. So it's up to you. I'm signing out. Click like, click subscribe. This is Game.